What's up there, guys? Welcome back to Dig It Detecting. Welcome also to a stunner beautiful day. We've got Dominic here with us and we're starting to find a few targets around this sports oval with the Equinox 900 by Minelab. And a first target, or first decent target I should say, is an old lipstick. As you can see, you've got a nice little emblem up the top, little triangle. I have not opened it yet to see what type of lipstick it is, but it might be a pretty pink. What do you reckon? Ooh. Oh, I think it is a pretty pink. We just opened the back of it. You want to have a smell? Have a look. What does it smell like? Pretty pink. Beautiful. We dug another can there before and a bottle top, and a lot of these targets are coming out very, very deep, so we are working for them, but the Equinox 900 is sniffing them out perfectly, and we've got the Coil Tech, a 10x5 coil on today, and as I said, sniffing them out perfectly and getting that great depth. So we're going to continue on around this sports oval. Most of everything good that we've found here in the past seems to be around the back there under the trees, and we're working our way towards it. Let's keep going.
There's another target here. Let's see if we can spot it.
Not yet, still deeper.
Ooh.
But the pinpoint is seeing it. And what do you reckon, buddy? Do you reckon rust or do you reckon a silver coin? That's what we're after today. Nice silver.
Coin.
Silver, fingers crossed.
Yes.
The pinpoint has been a little bit erratic, so we'll just keep hitting the power button and resetting it. Yeah, I think it's rusty nail on this one. Hear how the pinpoint is blanking out there? It generally indicates rust. And stop that pinpointer being a bit funny, we'll just turn the sensitivity down a little bit. And there is. Rusty target. So where it's breaking vibration, it generally indicates rust. Whereas you get a nice coin, and it'll generally stay as a solid target. So let's bury this hole back in, fill it back in, and let's look for that silver.
Okay. Dad has another target here. Let's see what it is.
Can you guess what number it is?
Ooh, if I'm gonna take a guess, I don't know.
Judging by the sound, what sort of number? It's not a high sound, sort of a mid-range.
50?
50, 55, 56, 58. Good guessing.
Ooh.
We'll pinpoint him in the middle there, right in the middle of the coil. We dig a nice square plug. Remember, we're around a sports oval today, so it's important to be neat and tidy.
Yes.
And I'm thinking maybe half penny on this one. Or a bottle top. Oh, look at that, I got it right.
I think I see another thing.
Chopped up can, actually. So nothing too special, but look, it's what you expect when you're working around these trashy areas, around sports ovals, parks, look, ovals and reserves and all that. You're gonna get the rubbish. Where there's the rubbish, there is also the treasure.
Look through the hole.
Look through the hole?
I saw something else.
Well, let's stick the pinpointer in there.
I saw something red.
I was probably a bit quick on that one. Oh, there it is. What's that?
Ooh, bit of plastic.
Just plastic ring up on a metal detector?
No.
Just glass ring up on a metal detector?
No.
No. So we got lucky, we found a bit of plastic, a bit more rubbish for the pouch.
Yes.
Let's keep going. Alright, moving on from that last target, the bit of rubbish, chopped up can and the bit of
Plastic.
red plastic. Well done. About 2 steps away, we've got another target there. 63, 67, 69, and we've got 2 bars of depth indicating on the screen. So about 4 inches deep, not too deep. When you go into pinpoint though, it's sounding off as quite a large target. So maybe another chopped up can, maybe a toy car, maybe a cap gun. I'll just try and dig this hole as neat as I can one-handed. I'll even pass the camera over to Dominic. The ground is very soft here though, so it's not too bad. And we wanted to get out for a bit of a coin relic hunt today. Not a gold hunt. We haven't been on a gold hunt for a while, have we, bud? But the coin relic hunt's just as fun, and we also love it. Oh, straight out. Look at that. Can you spot him? Ooh, what is it, he says? I know exactly what that is straight away.
It's a lid or something.
A lid of something. Do you know what that something is? It should have a word on the top of the lid. If you wipe the top off it, it should say Rosella. You know what a Rosella lid is?
I don't see any word.
Well, Maybe this one doesn't have it. Oh, it is there. It is there, Rosella. I can just see the LLA. And the Rosella bottle top lids are generally indicating the old tomato sauce bottles. So someone had their tomato sauce here, eating their pie and probably watching the footy back in the day. What do you reckon? Do you like pies?
Yes.
I know you love sauce.
Yes.
So that'd be you coming here to the footy, watching the football and eating your pie with sauce, I'm sure.
Yes.
All right, let's keep going. As I said, we're making our way over to the hot spot. We have cleaned it up before in the past, but I'm certain with new coils, new technology, new machines, you can always find new stuff. Let's go find out. All right, well, next target, and I said to Dom, I really want to find a coin. This is a deep target, so I'm going to have to hand the camera over to him in a second. But we've got sort of a 90, hanging around the 90 and the 80 range, but we've got 4 and 5 bars of depth, indicating it's a very, very deep target, and we're right up against the back of the house fence here. So someone's probably wandered off and dropped a coin. Maybe they were drinking, Dominic. Maybe this was their drinking money and they lost it. And sometimes you can be fooled too with these targets. They can sort of stand up in the high 90 range, which this one's a little bit lower, but they can sort of stand up in the high 90 range and basically indicating rust, which is what we've seen there before. And look, they sound off, they're not a false target as such, they just sound off really, really good like a silver coin would. However, it can be rust as you've seen before with that nail. So we'll open him up. We're going to go really deep for this one. Oh, look at that worm. Do you want to touch the worm? Touch it, he's just poking it. Oh, there's another one in the plug. Look, it's worm season. There you go. You hold them. They're like little snakes. You dropped one. You dropped another one. Quick, put them back in the ground so they don't dry up in the sun. We're in the shade at the moment too, so it's quite nice. It's actually turning out to be a beautiful warm day today. And I'm going to swap over and give Dominic the camera. We'll stick that pin pointer in first and have a look. No one's going to step on you? So we can see the pin pointer's just starting to sound off there, indicating we've got something in the hole, which is good because we don't want to be digging after nothing. I can hear glass. Look at that, we've got glass out, Dom. We always take what we find. So that looks like the bottom of a drinking glass. Pass me a beer, mate.
No.
Oh, you don't want a beer?
No, I don't want a beer.
You're too young.
Exactly.
All right, so now we've got down a bit deeper and pushing that pin pointer down, you can hear it sounding off even further. So we'll go down a little bit further and see if we can get into blank out on the target. Dom's going to grab the camera in a second, aren't you, Dom?
Sure.
Sure, he says. All right, let's have one more look. Right there. And we've seen there before with that rusty target, it was blanking out. But we can see there it's sitting right on that nice, solid vibration tone. Well, with a bit of rust maybe beside. Anyway, we'll pass the camera over to Dom and we'll keep chasing him.
Ooh, like what Dad said. We think it's a good one, then also rust next to it. Let's see if his prediction was
well, it might be full of rust, this hole.
Ooh.
We might have been blanking out on a bit of rust once again.
Ooh.
And look at this. Ugh. What's that?
Piece of rust.
Piece of rust. That's actually a big old nail.
Ooh.
Probably a nail off the fence beside us. It's quite an old one too. It's not really about what we find out here today. It's just about having some fun.
There's
So we'll take the rusty nail, we'll take the glass, we'll fill the hole in, and hopefully the next one, well, hopefully it's a coin, because we're still lacking. We haven't found one yet, Dom. What are we doing? Next target, hopefully.
Yeah, see you then.
Alright, well, coming up onto the high ground here, as you can see, we're right beside the fence, and I just said to Dominic, I like the sound of this target. It was jumping around a 67, 68, up into the 70 range, and as you can see, we've got our first penny, that being a 1951 Kangaroo Australian Roo penny. Beautiful copper coin, and it's in quite nice condition. A lot of these don't come out in the best condition. You can see a bit of the copper verdigris cancer right there, right up above the Roo's back. But look, he is quite a nice coin, and that's our first pre-decimal coin, or our first coin in general, found there this morning with the Equinox 900. How long have we been going for, mate?
Not long.
Not long? How long's not long?
I don't know.
About as long as a piece of string, or twice as long as half of it? I've got you confused now, don't I? About probably 20 minutes we've been going, and we do have a pouch full of rubbish, or nearly. We've got quite a few cans and rusty nails, what have you in there, but that is part and parcel of digging for the coins and relics, and especially these trashy sites. Where there's trash, there is treasure. You just got to get through it all and find it. And well, that's our first bit of treasure. We are looking for silver coins though today. Silver is always my favourite to find. We may even get a florin, who knows, but we're not out for all that long today. This is only just a quick hunt for fun, and out in the sun to enjoy. Let's keep going. Let's see if we can snag another one. All right, next target. We've just opened up the hole, and what's that over there? Can you see that? Hiding under the rubbish bag? Not the rubbish bag, the metal bit. What is that? Have a guess.
Wheel.
It's a wheel. A wheelie.
A wheel.
But what do you think it's off?
A cart.
A cart. A horse and cart?
Yeah.
It might be a bit small for that. Imagine how small a horse would be.
Toy cart.
Toy cart, maybe. Could be off a wheelbarrow. Or maybe, I'm thinking it could be off an old pram. Oh, he says. Like the sound of that?
Yes.
Well, someone's left their pram wheel down here. Or their wheelbarrow wheel down here. Do you want to do the honours? Pinpoint? And we're going... You got the power. We're going after a 66, 67 here. It sounded good. It was a little bit sketchy. There's a few other surrounding targets around here, but we plucked this one out with the 10x5 Coil Tech coil, and this is the one that we're going to go after. And I think if you come up into the plug here... No, not there. Okay, still deeper. Oh, he's right there off to the side. We'll give him a bit of a dig. We'll try and pop out a coin. You never quite know what you're going to get, and that's the beauty of a coin relic hunting. You want to give us another look, mate? It's still there. All right, we'll go again. And one thing I will say too is Dominic's got an announcement to make. What are you going to tell us about, mate?
I have my own channel.
Your own channel?
Yes.
Like TV channel?
No.
No. YouTube channel. What's it called?
Days with Dominic, no spaces.
Yeah?
At all. And you want to look at the one that has a Lego car as its front cover.
Okay.
That's
So
mine.
what I should do is put up on this video down the top, up top left corner, I'll say, is Dominic's YouTube channel name, Days with Dominic. And you guys can go forth and check it out. He's very excited to have a few more subscribers. How many subscribers have you got now?
22.
22. And how many videos have you got out now?
2.
2. And what are your videos about, basically?
Lego right now.
Lego right now, but what else are you going to be doing?
I will do gaming, unboxing videos, yes,
Detecting videos. We'll get him out on a detector. He can find pram wheels. Anything else he wants to find? Pram wheel. Well, that one was a pretty easy one to find. So go forth, check it out. Dominic's got his own YouTube channel now. As I said, it's called Days with Dominic. I'll throw it up top left corner again, once again, so you can have a look. And give him a follow, give him a like, give him a subscribe, and watch his videos, because he would really, really love the support. That's a rusty nail. And look, he's going to be putting out a lot of different videos in the future. And all different types of videos. It'll just be Days with Dominic. And you'll be able to have some fun watching what he gets up to. So, oh, I think we've hit a pipe. What are we hitting? No, that's glass. And that's why we wear gloves too, mate. We don't want to go cutting ourselves. Because look at that. That's a trip to the hospital. That's 6 stitches. 6 stitches in casualty. Say that 6 times. 6 stitches.
6 stitches, 6 stitches, 6 help. 6 stitches, 6 stitches, 6 stitches, 6 stitches, 6 stitches.
6 dishes?
6 dishes. 6 stitches, 6 stitches, 6.
I think you've said it more than 6 times. What do we got here? I think I chopped it up a little bit. Lucky it wasn't a coin. Dom's still going with the 6 stitches.
Done.
What is that? You have a look. Inspect it. Tell me what you think it is, Inspector.
Big Back Dom is on the case.
It's a chopped up can. Looks like an old drinking cup to me, an old alloy can. And it's definitely chopped up now, probably by us a little bit just then, but probably was chopped up in the ground, look prior, and buried or discarded. And you see there the hill sort of banked up, the embankment, which leads onto the oval. That would basically be a lot of fill. You know, that wouldn't be natural. A lot of fill would have been brought in here to bank it up once upon a time. And funnily enough, this is the town's oldest oval, oldest cricket oval. And it was originally a camping ground where they used to camp down beside the lake here. Why do you think they camped beside the lake in the early days here?
Wake up, get fish.
Wake up, get fish, and what else do you need water for? You need water for drinking, you need water for bathing, because there was no showers, toilets back then. So you would have camped here on the oval back in the day, and it was not a recreation reserve originally. Originally it was a camping ground in the 1850s, and then later it turned into a recreation reserve. And as I said, it is the town's oldest oval. So you've got every chance of finding some pretty cool old stuff here, like we've done in the past. And as I said, with the lake right beside, people had access to boating, fishing, camping up here on the oval, and of course bathing. And there used to be a couple of bathing boxes down there, and people used to bathe. And in actual fact, they used to charge a shilling. There was a little pier that used to run out, and they had some bathing boxes there, and they had heated water because the lake's water would have been cold. So they had a boiler there, and they used to put the boiler on, you know, run the fire and steam up and heat the boiler, and it would have gave access to hot water. And if you read accounts back in the day, they actually had a shilling. You know, you paid your shilling, you got to bathe in hot water, and you even got provided a towel. How's that? Pretty good service. Would you pay a shilling for that?
Yeah.
I don't make you pay a shilling at home for a shower or a towel. Maybe I should start charging you. Where's your shilling? And look what's behind you on the fence. Can you see that? There's two beetles stuck together. What are they?
Beetle brothers, Beetle brothers.
The Beetle brothers. And they are called soldier beetles.
Huh.
Yeah, huh. They look like soldiers walking. All right, let's keep going. That was cool. Drinking cup, pram wheel, wheelbarrow wheel, not sure, but yeah, we'll take that as well. Let's keep going.
Yes.
All right, we're nearly over into the hot spot, and as I said there before, the hot spot has been this little back corner area. We found so many coins here. In fact, I remember one day I was here just over in the culvert, in the gutter there, past that last tree. We found a run of silver coins. I think a couple of florins, a shilling, sixpence, threepence, and even a few pennies. It was an awesome day, and it was very unexpected. And right here, just leading over to this hot spot, we're kind of in it now, I guess. Where does it end? I don't really know. Where does it start? I don't really know, but I know this area's been really great in front of us, so that's the area I'm sort of leading over to. But just over here, we've got a really nice target once again, a couple of bars of depth, jumping around in the signal target ID range, but you hang around the 60, 70 range with a couple of bars of depth, and most importantly, when you go into the pinpoint there, it shows off as being a small item. So pretend your coil is a bit of a paintbrush. That's what I do. And as you go into pinpoint, in and out I like to get to do. So you go into pinpoint and then back out again, hear the signal, back into pinpoint again. And it actually decreases that signal down and allows you to hone in and pinpoint it that lot better. That lot better. I can English. And right there in that center of that coil, the 10x5 coil tech coil, we're going to target right about here. It's important to always visually understand where your target is, and generally on most coils it is always in the middle. So if you sort of paint that ground with the coil, painting it back and forth, and then hone in exactly where it screams the loudest, that is where you're going to find your target. The coil, the 10x5 coil tech coil, is really, really good. Look at this, mate. More plastic. It's a spear. It's the tip of an arrow.
I can use my flaming arrow with this.
You can, and the 10x5 coil tech coil is really good, as I said. It's giving you that 10 inches of length and that 5 inches of width, and it's not a built up grassy thick area right here currently at this site, but most sites you go to, you know, you will really struggle to run big coils, especially these trashy sites. But the 10x5 coil tech coil, it would have to be one of my favourite coils because it gives you that length and that coverage, but it also gives you that width, the 5-inch width, where you can really get in between the trees, the sticks, the rocks, the branches, and even the high grass, which thankfully the grass has been cut for us here today. Did you come along and cut it, did you?
No.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you said no. All right, so we'll have a bit of a look at this one. I'm hoping it's a nice target, but then again, if it's not, we've already found something cool in this hole. And Dom's now got a new toy to play with. Oh. And, oh, there you go. It was sounding off as a small target, and it's not the biggest either, but it's not a coin either. It's a chopped up top of a old Coke can, and it looks quite old too because it's got that different pull tab opening area, so it is quite old. It's probably 60s, 70s, that can, and there's a little bit more left in there. And it's not treasure, it's not a coin per se, but it's trash, and it's always good to remove it. Let's keep going and see if we can pluck out a silver coin like what we want today. Righto, ready my lad?
Yeah.
We've got another good target here. Dominic's going to show us something in a second. And this one's just around this nice gum tree, as you can see. Trees are really important to concentrate your time on, because on a hot day or a wet day, people always gather around the trees, getting a bit of shade or shelter. And generally the older the tree or the bigger the tree, there's more chance of finding something cool. Like a coin, like this is going to be. I'm pretty not certain. We're going to dig it anyway though. Oh, we've really destroyed that plug. That's alright, there's no grass there. And what are you going to show us, Dom? What's your favourite thing to do and watch at home?
Jujitsu Kaisen. But I want to show you something.
Jiu-Jitsu Kaisen? Go, show us.
Buying dogs. Or, I don't know the name of that. I don't know the version because you got me.
Yeah. I can't hear you properly. What are you saying?
Oh yeah, that's what I say.
Yeah, so this is a move that you're showing from Jiu-Jitsu Kaisen. Is that how you say it?
Yes. Great Serpent Nana, his final attack. With this treasure, I summon a wield sword, diversion sealer, divine general, Maharaga.
Very good. And what does all that mean?
I don't know.
Don't know. It's his powers. Jiu-Jitsu Kaisen is one of Dominic's favourite things to watch at home. He absolutely loves it. Domain expansion, so he tells me. Pretty cool. He knows all the moves, all the secret moves. And on this next target, it's not a coin. What do we actually got here, mate? Can you tell me what this is? It's very heavy. You try and ID what that is. What sort of metal is it?
Ain't heavy at all, brother.
It ain't heavy at all, brother. What is it?
See, it's a piece of rock.
Well, no. You know a good way to indicate what it is? Scratch it on this shovel, on the side here, on the serrated, graded edge. Scratch it. And what colour are you seeing?
That's obsidian.
Obsidian? No, have another look. So if that was a coin, we wouldn't be doing it, scratching it on the shovel. But what colour can you see?
Black.
Black? Well, show us properly. Show the camera. What colour is it? It's like a silvery grey. But do you reckon that's silver? No, I don't think it is either. Do you reckon that could be lead?
Maybe.
Maybe. Feel the weight of it. Is it heavy? Because alloy looks silver too, but is that heavy?
No.
No. Which is heavier?
Yes.
The lead. But which is bigger?
Yes.
The can. So that's alloy can, and alloy is not very heavy, but that is lead. What do they make lead out of? Or what do they make out of lead, I should say?
Bullets.
Bullets, yes. What else? What do you go fishing with?
Fishing rod.
Fishing rod. What do you have on the end of the fishing rod? A hook and a... Well, the bait goes on the hook, but what do you have on the end of the fishing rod?
Hook.
To help it sink?
A sinker.
A sinker. So what do they make sinkers out of, you reckon?
This.
Why would they do that?
Because it's heavy.
Because it's heavy. It's so heavy, he keeps dropping it.
You're failing all my tricks.
Alright, we're in the real hot spot now. And as I said, the culvert, the ditch, the drain past those trees there, that has been really plentiful of coins. So, look, we have cherry picked this area before. We've hunted it many, many times over many, many years. But we're going to give this area a really good roundup today with the Equinox 900 and the Coiltech 10x5 coil. Because something that was a combination that I've never ever ran here. So, we're going to hum around. We're going to look for that silver coin. It does not matter if we don't get it. But we're going to try and pluck out a silver coin as well as a few other coins. Let's see how we go. Alright, well, 2 steps forward and we've got our next target, and that was the target that I was going after. Sounded like a coin, 66, 67 on the Equinox 900. Dominic, do you want to come over and show us what else we've got? We started off with a lipstick. What do we got now? Come and have a look. What's down the hole there? You serious right now, brother? You're my son. What did you just pull out of there?
Need to clean this.
Yeah. What is it? What is this? Can I have a look?
It's a nail polish bottle.
Well done. How do you know it's a nail polish bottle?
Because it has this stick that comes out of there.
Yep. Well, we've lost him now. There he is. So how does that work?
You go and dip and...
Paint your nails. You probably don't want to paint them pink though, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so slay.
It's a pretty fancy little bottle, and sometimes how you can ID the bottles, especially if they're older, is the AGM stamp on the bottom. And look, not so much probably nail polish bottles, even though it's actually got it. There you go. We can see a little castle up the top. Geez, it's hard to see, but I didn't actually know that nail polish bottles would have that on them. But a little castle up the top, and it's a little AGM castle, and I'll throw a picture up top left screen, you'll be able to see what I mean. But the AGM stands for Australian Glass Manufacturers, and originally in the early 1900s you would just have the M stamped on the bottom of the bottle, and the M would stand for Melbourne, which was Melbourne Glass Manufacturers. And as they basically developed companies or manufacturing centres all across Australia, it became AGM, which is Australian Glass Manufacturers, as I said. So there's a bit of history there for you, and as I said, the M is early 1900s. Where do you reckon the AGM, what timeline do you reckon that bottle would be? 19 what?
I don't know.
About, excuse me, about 1950s onwards, or about 1930s, 1940s, 50s onwards. So that little bottle there, little nail polish bottle, I was going to say perfume bottle, but that little nail polish bottle there could be dating around the 1950s, 1960s, I dare say. And Dominic's just found it, and it's got no nail polish left in it. What are you going to do?
Broken.
And you've broke your polish stick.
I want to become slay.
Well, we'll throw him in the pouch, buddy.
I'll take the bottle. Not the... I was told to take this, but I don't really see any use of this.
Well, maybe you might be able to brush your teeth with it later.
Yeah, let's do it now. Do you bring any toothpaste?
It's a pretty cool little bottle though, isn't it? No, I didn't bring any toothpaste. Pretty cool little design bottle.
Yes.
And we started off with a lipstick. Well, now we've got the nail polish. Who knows, we might find the toe polish bottle soon. But I think you could use this on your toes as well. What do you reckon?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, let's keep going. And this is not what we're after. Ideally, we're after that silver coin. See if we can find it. Righto, Dom's ready for the next target. And this is a good one. You know why, Dom? Because see the back gate there? What do you think people do with that back gate? Not swing off it. They walk in and out of it. And by walking in and out of that gate, there's every chance of someone dropping a coin. Well, that might be a breach of privacy there, jumping over and looking into someone's backyard. And I can do that already because I'm nice and tall. Oh, there's a lovely dog statue there. Can you see the dog? You call out to him. Say, here puppy. Here puppy dog. But once you realise he's brass, I don't think he'll talk back to you. So beautiful statue of a dog, brass dog. That'll do, mate. Come over here. Someone might come out and growl at you. What are you doing jumping over my fence? They might think you're trying to jump over and pat the dog. You want to? Alright, well, we'll dig this target. And I just got another target there right beside us on the left. And it was very, very deep. And it turned out just to be another bottle top. So we'll dig this one. Sounds very good. He's hanging around the 60 or high 60 range there. And I'm going to throw the camera to Dominic in a minute because we want to dig a nice neat plug for this one. And one-handed is very hard. So I'm going to throw the camera over to Dom, open up this plug, turn the pinpointer on, and fingers crossed. What are we getting?
I don't know.
Silver! It's got to be silver.
Fingers crossed, my fingers are already crossed.
What about your toes?
They're crossed.
They're crossed.
Expansion.
Alright, let's go.
What do we have here? What do we have here?
Alright, got the pinpointer on. Oh, straight on the target. What do we got, Dom?
Silver coin.
Silver coin. Can we pluck him out for you? Is that silver?
I don't know.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's not. That there is a 1 cent coin. So we've got a coin. It's not silver. it's not really what we want. We dig a lot of these 1 and 2 cent coins, probably a couple of hundred of these a year. And it seems like no one wants them. It seems like everybody that had them in their pocket back in the day just threw them away. And in actual fact, when I was probably your age, I still remember my mum and dad, and even myself, using the 1 and 2 cent coins and buying a few lollies with them. But then not long after they went out. So went out of circulation and they become, well, uncirculated, not used anymore whatsoever. And can you tell me when the changeover happened between the pre-decimal coins? So the old kangaroo pennies, shillings, sixpences, threepences, florins, when did they end? When did they go out of circulation?
I don't know.
14th of February, 1966. So out with the shillings, pennies and pence, and in with the dollars and cents. So the old rhyme used to say. So there we go. 1966, the pre-decimal coins changed into decimal currency. And then about the 1980s, 90s, I think it was, the 1 and 2 cent coins also fell out of circulation. So we don't see these coins anymore in the register, in the till, or in our wallet or pocket, or in our change. We've just got the decimal coins, currency, 5s, 10s, 20s, 50s, $1 and $2. Pretty cool though.
Yes.
We always love finding anything, especially when it's a coin. Let's keep going.
Yes. Let's keep going. That has a high target, 80, 90. Let's see what it is.
What is that?
Ooh.
It's a bit of cement.
Why would that? And
Well,
I'm not even going to question it.
We're right up against the fence line there, as you can see. And a lot of time, they would dump and discard a lot of their rubbish right on the back of their fences. But with that too, sometimes discarded coins. Listen to that. That tells me it's a good target. It tells me it could be a coin. And a high tone. Once again, a high tone on the Equinox 900. Definitely be a coin. Or, wouldn't you believe it, it could be a chopped up, oh no, I was going to say chopped up bit of can. You know what that is?
What?
That's actually cool in itself. Have a guess.
I don't know. Flutes?
Flutes, trumpet,
No.
guitar,
No.
piano,
No.
no. What do you put up to your mouth like that?
I can't remember.
Harmonica.
Yeah, harmonica.
So that there is a harmonica backing plate, and you can see those little twangy things there. They're called the reeds. So I think that's what they're called, the harmonica reeds. And as you blew through it and put air through the harmonica plates, and there'd be 2 plates, one going above 2, but those things would rattle back and forth, and that's what makes the tune, that's what makes the sound. So that is part of an old harmonica, my boy.
Huh.
And that is really cool. So someone probably sat here with a beer, watching the footy, watching the cricket, playing a bit of a tune on the harmonica. And they may have left it there, or maybe they've just discarded it, threw it out, like all the rubbish that we're finding. Someone didn't want it anymore. But if you had the rest of that, and you blew some air through it, well, it probably might even play a tune still. So not a silver coin, not a copper coin, but it's still a cool find. Let's keep going.
Yes.
All right, nice high 92, 93 on this one. And what did you say, Dominic? You're starving.
Yes.
You're wasting away to a shadow. Look, there it is behind you. Are you okay? So we are going to finish up very soon. Look, it doesn't matter, as I said, if we get our silver coin here, it really doesn't matter what we're finding today. It's about getting out and having some fun, and we've certainly done that. And this target here, oh, no, it's not what I thought it was going to be. Actually, I think that's an old tobacco lid. And I think we broke it off something else in the hole there. Bonds, maybe? Maybe it's a Band-Aid tin. We've got the rest of it in the hole here. Once again, we're still down on the fence line. So a lot of discarded rubbish down the back here. And we'll have a look what we've got. I think that's an old tobacco tin. We'll clean him up a little bit, and I can see heart something, indigestion, something. We'll clean him up a bit. We'll come back and give you a look.
Okay.
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 All right. Well, we've cleaned it up the best that we can for now. No water at hand, so that's just, well, we're just going to live with it. But I can see heart something, indigestion. And Dominic, if you hold that one for me, we'll have a look at the back of this one. And I'll try and do a bit of research and throw it up on top left corner of this video, but I can see Anton's heart-shaped bismuth indigestion tablets. These tablets contain bismuth, pepsin, and something, pantotin, having its separate and compound something in assisting digestion. 1 or 2 tablets should be dissolved in the mouth after meals. Yeah, that's about all I can read. But pretty cool, pretty old piece. Once again, 1950s, 1960s. Who knows, maybe a little bit earlier. But you can see how close we are to these houses here. And we're right on that dividing fence line, dividing the recreation reserve to the properties. So once again, a lot of discarded rubbish put on the fence line here. Buried, out of sight, out of mind it was back in the day. If you could bury it on the fence line or down the backyard, that's how you got rid of your rubbish. There was no red, green and yellow bin collection every Thursday for us. But yeah, that's how you got rid of your rubbish basically back in the day. So we're finding a lot of trash, a lot of nails, a lot of bottles, a lot of this sort of stuff, tins and cans and heart indigestion tablet tins. So pretty cool. Not the silver we're after. It's silver, but not the proper silver we're after. And Dominic informs me we've got till about, what'd you say?
12:30.
12:30? It's 12:29 now. He said, can you dig 10 more targets before then, Dad? Because I'm really super starving hungry. And he's going to waste away to a shadow, as I said. There's his shadow behind. It's already happening. So we best go feed the boy and get him something to eat and get him a bit of a late lunch. So a couple more targets and I swear we'll finish up. What do you want for lunch?
Pie.
Pie with no sauce.
With sauce.
With sauce, of course. Let's keep going. Alright, well, this is going to be our very last target. Dominic is really the timekeeper today. It's 12:40 or 12:39 and he is starving. So we don't want him to waste away to a shadow, as I keep saying. We are going to get out of here soon. We are leading our way back towards the car. This was never going to be an extremely long hunt. Dom actually said to me, we're going out for 4 hours, Dad, because that's what we normally do. I said, no, just about an hour. But it's only just come on that hour. And, well, we've got to leave. We've got to go feed the boy.
From my calculations, it's been like an hour 20.
An hour 20. Not quite. But, look, this will be our last target. We'll dig this out and we'll go sit under the tree and do a wrap up. Just really itching to try and get that silver coin if I can. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, and that's quite okay. We can always return here and give it another go another day. But we'll just see what this is, and then we'll go sit under the shade of the tree, as I said, and show you all the rubbish we've got. Because we've got a ton, haven't we, Dom?
Yes.
Alright, and it's still deeper. So I'm just going to stand up and give you a bit of a listen to this one. And it sounded pretty good. If it's still there. Just jump back a bit, bud. We'll move that plug out of the way a little bit so we can get a nice clean swing. So ranging up in the 96, 98, look, it could be a rusty nail. Not a falsing target per se. The detector doesn't lie, there's always something there. But this could be rust once again. So we'll give him a dig out, we'll come back and we'll give you a look. Alright, well, it is what it is on that last target, and I mean it, it is our last target. Unfortunately, we did not get our silver coin today. We've got a rue penny, 1951. We've got a 1 cent coin. We've got a lot of rubbish, which we'll show you at the end. But our last target we just dug, and as I said, 97, 98, really far down. A great depth on the Equinox 900, showing 4 and 5 bars of depth. And I will say it was rust, as you can see. And I will just say too, with the iron bias on this machine, I always set it right down low. Now we can see we're on a recovery speed of 8. If you can see the screen there, I'll zoom in. The recovery speed is on 8. And if you hold the settings button down, it takes you into the iron bias, and I am on 0. Meaning that I'm not really discriminating out much rust, I'm just listening to everything. And what that generally does with the machine is it opens it up and it does not mask any targets. So if you did have the iron bias set too high, let's say you put it up to 5 or 6 or 3 or 4, generally what it's going to do is it's going to try and cut out this iron rusty targets that you're finding. But what it can also do is it can also mask those signals. So if you had a coin sitting down in the hole with the rust, it'll generally mask the rust, and apparel generally mask the coins as well. So I'm just looking at that bee there. Don't put your hand on him, will you, Dom? Look at him. He's getting all the pollen out of the flower and moving on to the next flower. He's going to move on to you in a second, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to fill this hole in. I I should say. Can't talk properly. Fill the hole in. We're going to go get it under the shade. Even I'm hungry and thirsty. And we're going to go get Dominic a drink, but first we're just going to show you what's come out today. Alright, well, wrapping up the day there, we've only been going for about an hour and 20 minutes, but we've got the timekeeper here and the starving child, so we do need to get out of here and we need to go feed him. Pie with sauce, thank you very much, he requests. And I'll just show you before we go, it's always important to show the trash and the treasure and the reality of detecting. Sometimes you see people post up stuff and it's 100 coins and only 2 bits of rubbish. Well, sometimes that may not be reality, but I always love to show the reality of what I do and how I do it. And look, for that session, what do we get? He says. He's that hungry he can't think properly. A Fortivus. What are you looking at? No, turn it round. What does it say there?
Australia 1951 penny.
Penny with a kangaroo on it.
Yes.
No sheep coin today. Dominic's favourite coin is a ram head shilling with the sheep on the front to represent Australians' wool industry. What else you got, mate?
1 cent coin.
You had a 1 cent coin. So look, we got the one Australian penny, the 1951 full penny. We've got a ton of rubbish, as you can see. Chopped up Coke cans, bits of bottle. Detectors don't find bottles, but you do also find them in the same hole. We started off with the nice lipstick, which we have not opened the lid properly to, but I'm certain it's a pretty pink, which is what's showing down the bottom. We also got the nail polish there. Look, as I said, a ton of trash with the indigestion tin. The tablets there, Anton's indigestion tablets. But look, mostly a lot of chopped up tin cans, what have you, and that is generally what you find around the ovals. It's generally a lot of trash, but with the trash will come the treasure. We've got the harmonica reed, which is pretty cool. And 1 cent coin, thank you, my boy. So we've got our treasure there and our trash. Well, the lipstick should go in the treasure pile.
Wait, we have one more treasure.
What's the last treasure?
You are my special.
Oh, we've got a bit of lead. What happened to the green spearhead?
Oh, I think I lost it.
Oh, you lost it. So someone else has got to find it again. And as you've seen there today, we're using the Equinox 900 with the 10x5 coil tech coil. An absolute little sniper that coil is. And it helps individualise and separate between all these trashy targets at trashy sites. Equinox 900 is also a great machine, my favourite machine. And if I don't grab the Equinox 900 off the wall by Minelab, I'm generally opting for the Minelab Manicore. It's got that 2D separation. It gives you those 3 points of ID when you're looking for the targets. You've got tone, visual, and of course the 2D mapping screen showing on the conductivity line what your target is generally. So look, we've had a great day, a great morning into the afternoon. It's nearly 1 o'clock. I've got a few more minutes out of Dominic. Thankfully, Dominic. Thank you, Dom. You're welcome. And look, we're going to pack up from here and, as I said, go get a pie, go get some sauce, feed the child, feed myself, and we're going to go home and relax and start editing this video ready for later on. So look, I really hope you enjoyed, and we will be back here hunting again. Stay tuned, hit that like, hit that subscribe button to help support my channel, I should say. I never like saying that, but it does also go a long way to help provide support for future. So look, I really hope you enjoyed, guys, and I look forward to seeing you on the next. What do you say, Dom?
Bye. See you on the next.
See you on the next hunt, and make sure you give Dominic's channel a like and a support and a subscribe. Cheers, guys. Happy hunting.